Hey guys, it's your boy. We're back with more Mall Future content, and this video we are solely just talking about Luna Snow and breaking down the rotation and the best way to make points. And of course, I will be showing you guys two rotations later on for Luna that I actually use. My White Fox does have an insight. Let's just go for the stats first and the cards, and then I'll break down the rotation for you guys and my best tip for you to make the most out of your Luna. So exactly, this is the stats that Luna looks like. He has a bunch of Odin's blessings. You can just count them yourself if you guys want to. Not like stacked up totally, but definitely good enough. Ignore defense for this one. It does not matter what you roll if you have the stats maxed out. I wish it had actually ignored dodge in the fourth gear option. That would be awesome. So we do have CDP of rage and a mythic uniform option with all the uniform options. And basically the energy attack and the all attack and the dodge is all that matters. Now, going for the cards, I do have 105% energy attack and the proc on this account. Although it is not crazy high, I only have two cards myself crafted on my account, on my main account, and it's really easy to actually get the attack if you can actually roll for it. Anyhow, let's just move on to the skills and the rotation that I would like to break down for you guys and a few things because I've seen people asking for what would be the exact or best rotation for Luna. So I like to I used to actually start off with the 4 cancel 5 2 1 3. That was actually the first rotation that I used to use before that, of course. And I think the rotation that you use, even if I use this one, exactly this, 4 5 2 1 3 and then 4 5 2 1 3, then of course after that you can go for 1 cancel 2 1 cancel 2. I think that 5 cancel 4 2 1 3 will also give you exactly the same damage, and it also gives you actually. So there are actually two rotations that I use myself while running that. And of course you can use the second cancel or the third skill. 2 cancel 3 is where you are gonna get the most of your points with for the Luna run. So if you want the procs, if you want the best score, you need to try to get all of these under that. For the fifth skill, you can actually instant cancel that right now. You can see the damage is still there, so you can instant cancel. You don't have to worry about anything for that one. So a few things are there. Of course, the tier 3 skill also you can cancel right after that, and you will see the tier 3 skill bubbles actually does a lot of damage when you combine them with the 4 5 2 1 3 or just the 2 1 3. Let me charge up that tier 3 skill once more to showcase what exactly is the main issue while using tier 3 skill. So here, look at that. So if I use a tier 3 skill right there and just cancel it, you can see because there are so many mobs around, those bubbles get spread out. You can see some bubbles are actually hitting some of those mobs, some bubbles are actually the mobs on the right and on the left. So this is where most people and most players lose points with Luna. This is the main thing about Luna, that you need to not uh, try to you need to not have a lot of mobs around you while doing that. So that's kind of the thing. So you can use both the rotations. You can start up with the 4 5 2 1 3 and then 4 5 2 1 3, and then go for 5 cancel tier 3 at the end. The amount of first and second skill used will be depending on how many times it get reset. So it does make a difference depending on the reset timer. Now I do like to use a few other rotations as well. I try to use 1 cancel 4 5 2 3. That's what I use. Then I go for the first skill and then second. Then again I go for the first skill and then the second skill, of course. Now to activate the proc with the third skill, now a few things can change here. Okay, 5 cancel tier 3 of course will be there to cancel and just kill out all the mobs before using any of the skills, and then 4 to 3. So after that second rotation, if the proc activates on the second skill or second cancel third skill, you will have to hold your fifth skill for the tier 3 skill, because you need and you want to try to get to have more than 3 seconds left. And of course I will be explaining the rotation. There will be two runs in this video, both are going to be 9 plus million. So let's go for Luna. First rotation we are going to be using is 4 5 2 1 3. There we go, and then it resets. So 1 2 again, and then again we'll go 1 cancel 2 again, 1 cancel 2, and the proc here activated. So we will hold the, well, we will not hold the tier 3 skill right there. The reason actually why I did not hold it right now is because of course it was just 2 seconds remaining, but I found that if you get I think it was 3 tier 3s, I think, yes. So if you get 3 tier 3 skills in before the roar, you can actually make a lot more points, and you need to get 3 tier 3 skills in, and the best way to do that is to not hold a tier 3 skill. And you will see what I really mean about that, because the tier 3 skill make a huge difference in your score, and I think I'll use it right now before the roar. So we are over 4 million right now, which is awesome. 4.32, so it's a really good start for us for this one. Of course, the scores that you will be making with your Luna can deviate a lot depending on the timing of the procs. Of course, the timing of the tier 3 skill used as well, so do not feel like a rotation is gonna give you a huge score boost and the other one will not. Although if you do go for different rotation, you might be able to get the similar results, or you could have certain results with deviated scores, but those deviated scores will only be because of the RNG of either first you get your tier 3 skills off when there is no mobs. Second skill, when you get the procs, how many skills are you able to get under those procs? Because those matter a lot. And look at that, we are able to make and get these skills off before he goes to the roar. This also makes a lot more sense, a lot more difference in your score. Like we are at say 7.62. If he would have gone to the roar like 4 seconds earlier or 5 seconds earlier, we would be about 300k less than what we are right now. So those few of those scores combined can make a huge difference in your end score, which I think of course is the goal, that you want to make them end score. So right there I just cleared out all the mobs as well, so you can see I am already at over 8.3 million with 50 seconds remaining on the clock. And you will have a lot of runs where you might be close to that mark, but you might not be right there when you use it. And I'm gonna try to get this. Look at that. The tier 3 skill damage got spread out. So we could have made a little bit more, not like crazy because it's over 8.5 million. So you're not really, you can see the score is just gonna move like a snail now, because it's not really gonna give you a lot more score, because the score a squeeze or the score decrease is too much after especially 8 million. So we are not really gonna make a lot more here. 15 seconds remaining, we are pushing it, but I think we should be able to get over 9 million with this run as well, because it's all about those procs. Luna has always been that spammy, and a lot of people might not like it, but I like it, man. Luna is amazing. 9.1, well, 9.01 million, of course. So not a bad score, not a bad score. Now let's go for the second run, which is going to be a little bit tweaked out rotation that I use always. And I use actually one cancel, 5-4 to 1 or 4-5 to 1, you can go. Then 1-2 again, once more, we'll go 1-2 again. So 1-2 here again. And then the proc is gonna activate a little bit earlier. So we'll go tier 3 skill, 1-2, and then even if you don't have the third skill, you will see that you might actually end up with a more end score because of using extra tier 3 skill in. And the best way to get extra tier 3 skill in is actually using them whenever available. Okay, so I think the ideal time to use the tier 3 skill would be, of course, when the proc is not activated, or there are at least 3 seconds remaining on the proc, which actually gives you enough time to get your tier 3 skill in. And with all those skills in, you can actually get some extra skills in later on with the proc as well. So right now you can see he actually delayed the roar. He did one more attack. We are at 4.5 million, which is a huge start. Actually, a really good start for us. And maybe these points, because it is almost 200k to 300k point difference where we were last in the last run, because last run was what, 4.2, 4.3 or something like that. So I am going to use the tier 3 skill right here as well, because there are 3 seconds remaining. I might not be able to get all those bubbles in for that. The best way to do that is actually when there are 4 seconds left on the clock, but you cannot always have the right time by your side, and I would like to use some of those skills even if sometimes the skill damage or the tier 3 skill damage gets spread out. I like to use that, and I like to use some extra skills under the proc, or before he goes to the roar, I should say, better. In a way, it really helps me out. And you can see, I think, okay, there is no mobs. Awesome. So it's a really good run. 8.1 million already with over a minute left, which is great actually for us. So it's a pretty good start. Although I would say this, if you feel like you are not making a lot more points and you are really behind than one of your runs that you did earlier, with your Luna, and at least with some of those characters who can score over 9 million. Okay, so if you feel like your run is not gonna give you a lot more score, and you are probably even 500k score behind than what you were, if your character that you are using is capable of using or doing over 9 million in ABX, trust me, he is not, or she or he is not gonna make a huge score difference. And the score difference in the end, probably from that run to your best run, could be about only 100 to 200k. The reason, of course, it is so crazy, the defenses and the dodge, I guess, for on the beast. After that, look, you can see it's 8.96 million. Okay, we are gonna be using another tier 3 skill, I think, now. Right here, I think I'm gonna use it anyhow. I think I'm gonna use it right there. So you can see the damage increase now. It only moved a little bit. Okay, 9.06. So a little bit more than what we got before, but of course, this is a better run. So almost similar rotations or a bit different rotations. It's all going to depend on the procs, the tier 3 skill timings, and of course the tier 3 skill when there are no mobs, plus the roll delays if the beast does any more attacks. There are certain ways to do that, because if beast goes into iframe, try to not use any big iframe skills, so that when he comes down for the first jump, he does not go to the second and he does one more attack when there are at least 3 seconds or more left on the rover timing. So hopefully this video cleared some doubts. If you guys have any more questions, you can drop down in the comment section as well. Let me know what you think about the video. Let me know what you think about these Luna runs. I hope it helped you out. Of course, give me a thumbs up if you like this video, and if you're new to the channel, come on guys, hit that subscribe button. And of course, and as always, if you like the content, I hope to see you again. Take care. I'll see you all in the next one. Luna, and I cannot wait for the lifestyle series 2 uniform, maybe with the anniversary update. So we'll see, and I'll see you all in the next one.